What's up, guys? Welcome to the Hard Carry, where we're carrying Call of Duty League matches straight to you. We're here today, Major 5 tournament, Boston Breach versus the London Royal Ravens. Let's check out the intros.
Oh, we're feeling good. We're feeling ready. We're feeling more than pumped. It's going to be a special day of CDL action. We have a lot to get through today. It's the big one. It's 5 games. It starts with a fun one. It's going to be a banger whatever way you're looking at it. But one of these teams has everything to prove, and one of these teams has nothing to lose. We'll find out who walks away with the dub. But first and foremost, hello, welcome to Friday. Let's get it on!
Friday.
They're
5 good games
They're
today.
so
Let's
ready.
do
Right,
it.
first and foremost, the green team, please make some noise for the Boston Breach.
They're booing the fuck out of the Boston Breach.
It's all on, baby. 1v2. 1v1. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, Boston Breach! Crimp, Beans, Awakening, and Vivid.
They all got the black sweatpants on. They're booing the fuck out of them.
Talent and application are two very different things, and unfortunately Boston Breach felt the weight of their mistakes yesterday. Now heading into elimination round 1, they are handed what should be the easiest series on the day, but they can't get caught slipping here and bring out the London Royal Ravens with nothing to lose, Miles.
They certainly do have nothing to lose. Now their opponents from across the pond. We are now witnessing the final flight of the London Royal Ravens. Please, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage, London Royal Ravens!
Yeah. They're getting some cheers.
Hasim, Yuli, Nasty, and Scraps.
This might be the first time that the London Royal Ravens have been fan favorites. You know what they say in London? They eat beans for breakfast, and that's what they're trying to do. They haven't won a match on land this entire season.
That's
Let's see if they get
hilarious.
that first dub.
That was godlike.
Shit.
Absolutely perfect, and could not have said it any better myself. Well, it's time to get this one ready to rock and roll. This is going to be an absolute treat. The final flight of the Ravens, and see if Boston can get further on in the tournament. And who better to serenade us through this series than Bryce and Ton?
Thank you very much, Miles. Yes, we are here for Major 2 Day. And let's be honest, it's elimination day. It's the last chance for some of these teams. It's the last chance for some of these teams at all this year.
I think you meant to say Major
a little bit
Day
more
2.
on the line than we used to.
Yeah, a little bit of pride, I want to say, for the London Royal Ravens. That's got to kind of be the signal here. It's a difficult one for Boston, though. Looking at this, off a bad loss, they would probably say themselves. It's going to be an interesting one. But Ravens are one of them going to be coming into this, hopefully, not with a below 12th average placement, is kind of where they're going to be sitting at. But it's a game for them to potentially do it in. Boston, we've seen some mistakes yesterday. Can London pick up on them?
Yeah, that's the interesting thing. Realistically, Boston want to bounce back into this tournament. Disappointed from yesterday. But London, very little success. Poor beginning in the CDL, poor middle. But what about the ending? This story is not yet written. It is not yet completed. Hope will bloom in the hearts of Ravens fans. Boston, we're looking to snuff it out.
Yeah, and just kind
right.
of going over to what Ali said on the desk when we were
Fortress
talking
for
about the
2
maps.
maps to start.
Yeah, okay,
Fortress
it may not
Hardpoint,
matter in the
Fortress
sense that it's going to be hard for London to keep up with Boston. But as far as the map set goes, I mean, look at it. If you were to look at statistically, it's not so bad. It's not so bad at all. Looking over towards Albagra, 6-6 for them. Boston sitting at 6-9, of course, losing it yesterday as well. Can London Royal Ravens cause an upset here? Let's get into it.
Well, straight off the rip, both these teams have been looking for positioning. And we've spoken about it at
the
length.
scene playing in
London
front of
have
some of his
nothing
home
left
crowd
to gain but pride
because he's from
in
Canada.
this tournament.
So
They will not be going to
he's
chance.
trying
They
to
will
play
not
in
be
front of
going to the
some
ball.
family and
But they
friends
can
for
at
the
least
first
put
time.
Boston in a body bag if they play well today.
In London, like he said, crowd
Actually on 7
favorites.
loss streak. And it does come down to Albagra Fortress. We've seen him have a decent time
Cramp with a
yesterday
couple
against
good
Rocker in the
kills, though.
first
Is
iteration of the
Boston
map,
gonna
of course,
get
when we
some
did
time
get
here
in
on
the
P1?
second. It was, well, maybe not
But
quite
London
as
has
clean.
pretty good P2
Rotations
hold
have
here.
been pretty solid for them, though, so keep an eye on it over P2 to 3 to 4. Something they do really rely on. The rotations coming in on Fortress, always so important. Good start for the London Royal Ravens, so that kill feeds look mostly over towards the Ravens side momentarily for dead.
Yeah, nicely done.
Boston forced back over towards the P2
But
side.
Boston spawning behind him.
And those split spawns, they're going to cause problems. The Ravens don't know which way to look. They've got players spawning all around them. And now with P2 locking in, the Ravens will have to find their way forward.
Boston here and ready for the setup. London Royal Ravens, can you manage to find a break?
Some of
The breaks
these
have also
fans are
really
yelling
been their biggest issue, but
at
London are pretty
specific
good
players,
statistic
I've
in terms
heard.
of the rotations.
This is not the
They can get
first time.
themselves here. Can they find some success? Boston Breach, though, over towards P2. You've got the stable spawns as well. You're winning the gunfights. Over towards the map side. Can you hold the push from the front? Not going to happen initially. If it can find one, awakening the other. It's a good hold from Boston so far.
And now with the time ticking, you can see London going to have to look for this rotation. But Boston already have a player there. This is disastrous. A P2 to P3 chain is not what you want to see as Vivid goes to work. Krem finds a player going through as well. And Boston have the scrap time on P2. They also have the bodies in
Yeah,
P3.
this looks bad for London already.
Rotations have been here from the word go for
Unless
Boston.
they can break in here
London Royal
because
Ravens, can you find
it
a
is a
break through?
4v3.
Just holding very, very tight over towards this side, just hoping
Vivid
your
does
teammates
get
got
one.
the top map push. So far, so good, but
Good
Uli
kill
will
from
find one.
Uli,
Scraps
though.
is there to maybe help them
Two
trade.
good
But
kills
it's
from
Uli with the
Uli.
second. All of a sudden, Boston Breach now. A little bit on the back foot. Awakening's
Wait,
going to get taken
Uli
down. Nice
broke
break
that
from
shit
Ravens.
himself.
25 seconds and rising with 50 seconds left here on P3.
It's beautiful to get through. They have stopped the bleeding. They have held the
Now
fort.
Nasty getting a couple
As Nasty
kills.
goes
London
away, Vivid
getting
going
some
to try and
time
make
here
it
on
ingress into
P3.
the side as
It's a
well.
hard
As
one to
Uli
break.
fighting for his life on that point.
But split
Boston looking
spawns.
to
Here
bring
comes-
this right back towards
Oh,
them. And
yeah.
Fiends lands the hot bomb onto him, and
That was a
Boston
nice
back in
nade.
control.
Just far too easy to get a hold of it, but London never really had a good enough amount of time to set
That's
themselves
why you got to
up
break in
properly.
there. You got to go in through gate. You got to block
I think
those
it's somebody who
spawns,
London
kill
maybe
people,
looked at
have them
sometime,
spawn
some
out,
way.
and then you can slowly make
9
your
and
way
5
in.
against the roster, but London will break back a very scrappy P3. Neither team able to really establish any sort of dominance. Scraps and Nasty do some good work over towards the P2 side. It's looking like Boston
Beans,
Breach are going to be the
10 and
first
5
ones
start.
here as we head over towards Cannons.
30
Beans
point
11 and
lead
5.
for Boston.
Starting to kick things
Maybe
off, and
only
I'm
20
really interested to
something.
see how the time looks in terms of the
20
hill
point
for
lead.
all
This
these
is all
Boston
said and
players.
done.
Yesterday we've seen Big Wake putting up a hellish amount of time, maybe 2 minutes by the end. You want to try and release him right now. Sitting in
Boston
there,
on
though, is
P4.
Cramp.
Can
Awakening
London
Code
break
trying
this
to hold it
again?
down from the other side.
Been breaking pretty well.
And now for London. They did good enough job last time around.
Nasty and Scraps
Can they
get
break
two.
back in already? P2 being flooded. Will Boston recognize this right now? They've left the door open. Players from London are just looking to completely decimate them off this point, and you have
3
to
down
ask this.
for
Boston, where are
London.
you looking?
Yeah, where was the trades there? I mean, if you're going to be pushing through from P2, you've got to expect somebody up top rails. Doesn't find a
Beans
kill.
is just in the
Sat there
back, not even
staring
helping
the
at all.
nothingness. Uli will
Uli,
find
2 big
to keep
kills.
things rolling here for the
Oh, I
Royal
think
Ravens.
he's
who,
stair
by the
glitching.
way, are on a
Ooh,
10
Hale
hard
Pinch
point
on
loss
stair
spree.
glitch.
Boston Bridge, you've got to take these advantages where you can. Kremp has not really gotten into the game so far. The only one who has done is Beans on the Royal Ravens. For all that, there has been a couple of breaks, still find themselves behind. And yesterday, remember Boston Breach on this map as we head over towards Blacksmith. It was a big money hill for them on multiple occasions against Minnesota Rocket. Cannot
London's
be the case
spawning
here
it back
against the Royal
P3,
Ravens.
so they're going to have a
At the
good...
moment, the Ravens in a closer position,
good
but Boston
hold on
looking at
Blacksmith.
for
They'll
the
start.
engagement, and they get 3 straight off the rip. Only
Boston
Nasty
get 3.
gets his own 2. London not bowing down, not breaking under pressure. They are keeping this
They
game
still only have
close
about a
all the way
20-point
into
lead.
Blacksmith.
Does
Keeping a lot of the
Boston.
spawns where they want them as well.
Here
They could do
comes
somebody
London,
over
though.
towards the top arc side.
Getting
Nasty.
some time here on
Having a good
Blacksmith
game,
Hill.
sitting at 16 and 9. Spawns towards the back of Boston. Would he have read it? Yes, he does.
Nice
Gets
play
the
from
spin.
Nasty.
Vivid gets taken down. It's 5 in a row from Nasty. Is number 6 about to fall his way, trying to survive in the middle of
Oh.
the map. And the kills coming for Awakening. Maybe chasing just a little bit, but it's good
Gotta
time.
tie it
and
up, though.
maybe a lead for the Royal Ravens, but Boston are here.
Scott coming under pressure, but his teammates come to the rescue. Nobody from Boston can break them right now, and London have taken the lead versus Boston. They have the advantage as P1 is about to move. Both teams posturing for position. You can see them trying to get over this one as well, but it is all London in the kill feed.
It's been really good from them so
Now
far.
London with their first lead
Thankfully
of the
for Boston,
game
they get
here.
the spawn out, so Fortunately for Beans, he's
Coming
going to be the only
back
one towards
around
the
to
backside, but this
P1.
could be a break for Boston. Awakening Beans combining well.
But 3
Nasty,
down for
no man's
Boston.
land.
2
No
big ones for
fights.
Nasty.
Big
Oh!
From Nasty. Byron Plumridge, what's going on?
And this match
They
has
came
been
to
silver
play.
lining for
Okay,
London
I
the
like
entire
it.
season from what has been a very
London
dark
came to
cloud.
play.
And they are fighting.
Get in there,
They
Yuli.
are desperate for this. And the quote Ted Lasso.
There you go,
maybe,
Asim.
just
Get
maybe
you
they
going, baby.
believe
8 and
for the
14.
first time this year.
But
For all
Boston
getting
back
excited,
on
it is very
P1,
much
getting some
a
time here.
10-second game. London Royal Ravens may well have the lead. Positioning looking good for them as well. Kills starting to fall their way. P2 coming up in 20. Ravens with a healthy little lead.
Oh, I was about to
Let's
say,
see if
it
they can
seems
have a
about
better
to run
second
into
rotation.
someone.
Well, let's find out how London are feeling with the London Royal
Here's
Ravens.
listening.
Listen in.
Close ready and open. Close ready and open. Close ready. Nice one. Open on you. He's on stage. Open the back stairs. Yeah, one back stairs. Okay, one is cannon, guys. Cannon on hold.
Alright, open with me.
Cannon on hold.
Slow down, boys.
Yo, listen, we're in the lead. Make sure we secure P3 if we don't raise, right? I need to open. Watch out, Matt. Tag time. We have an entry if you want to go.
Show the trophy, wait.
I'm gonna go close right now.
I'll go close. Single.
He's in close right.
He's still
Yo,
single.
he's tapping each other. Yo,
Single to you,
three,
single to
two,
you,
one,
bro.
go.
He's backstairs, backstairs.
Backstairs, that. No, we don't want to flip. We don't want to flip here, guys.
We don't. Okay, okay. I spawned in there, we're good.
I'm gonna go match.
Close right now, man. You got my open?
I'm going now.
Keep going.
He's going to be single. Yeah, one's going to be open.
Let's get
Bottom out, isn't giving you
Bottom out still, bottom out doubles. He's running out, bottom out now.
bottom out.
Listen, if we're going to give this, we have to make sure we have to,
Be
right?
open.
I spawned
Yo,
out.
hit the
Everyone play
front,
tight. I spawned out.
One's
doubles on my Yuli.
You're good. I have time.
I can flank doubles. Doubles one shot. If you
Yo,
plays
listen,
me.
look maps him.
Wake is double.
Look
I'm
maps.
going to spawn out again. I'm going to spawn out again. They know that.
Looking at
I hear one maps. I hear one maps. I have it. I'm gonna go maps box.
I see him. I'm out. Everyone play tight. I'm out.
I have maps. I have maps.
Let's go on, right? One on all.
You might need to help
Almost
us.
maps.
Could they be?
I'll tell you if they come front. I'll tell you if they come front.
Yo, there's still got maps. You got the door now.
I have my phone.
No, give it up. You want one shot? Listen, there's two
I have
P1.
maps. I have
Nothing
maps.
front yet. See nothing front yet.
They're going to stack with door. I spawned out.
Yo, one time maps is on. Time maps is on.
Close door. Three out.
Yo, technical.
It's a good break there again
London
on
calling,
P3
we have
from
to hold
Boston.
P3, screaming it into the atmosphere. Nasty giving comms the entire time. Well, they
Nasty
are
was
broken
really
in
calm. He
22
sounded like
seconds.
Vance.
Not what they wanted.
I could
not
have
what they
swore that was
needed.
Vance.
Is there a way back now for the Ravens?
And you heard them straight away. We should try and break
Now
this
they're
back immediately.
lost
with
the
37
lead, but
seconds
only
to go.
about 20
Boston
points
Breach
still.
have started to flex their muscles just a little
It's going to be
bit.
about 30-40
Awakening
after this is
very much
done, though.
awakening up into the game so far. Has not been the best of series
Could
for
be
him
almost a
at this
40-point
moment in time,
lead.
but has definitely stepped it up in the second rotation. London do have a rotation over towards P4, though. This one is very
London
far from
has
done.
to hold this one.
Can they just keep Boston in and make this hold that little bit
Maybe
easier?
they're just a
He
land
knows the challenge
squad.
coming. Awakening is there for the
They
challenge.
haven't been all year,
It's the only
but
one who can slow
hey.
Boston down now. It's free time for Royal Ravens.
They got to make that
Free
money.
kill for
This is their
Awakening. My
chance.
goodness me, break may well be coming in just a second.
It's their last
And
time
Boston,
chance
they've
to make
broken
some
through
real
P2,
cash.
They've gone through the back as well. It's a squeeze, if you please, as Boston try to make the kills all the way through the kill feed, but London holding on by fingertips, and Boston's
2
gun
down for
skill
Boston.
is just
Uh-oh, this
flying
could
them out at
be-
this point, and that is broken.
This
It
could
was
be
always
bad.
going to be a worry for London when Boston do start to heat up.
Racine
It's
gets
going
one.
to get a little bit out of hand. The points over the last 3 kills
Yeah.
have been, oh, very Boston-sided. My God,
Ooh,
Scraps.
Got turned
Not
on.
very good. Vivid will take him down. Is that going to signal the end potentially? Boston Breach just started.
Kremp,
He
3
did
big
another 4 in a
kills.
row from Kremp. They haven't managed to get many points here based off all these kills that have been flying on through. It's still only a 40-point game, but Boston Breach starting to get a little bit of breathing room now.
And for Boston,
Boston
they know
still has the
Blacksmith could be
lead,
the
but
end of
it's
this
not
game
over
if
yet.
they can hold it, if they can get the numbers in. What are they made out of? This Forge
London
will tell us
playing
steel,
pretty
iron,
good
copper,
COD.
bronze. Already the Ravens though.
Good break.
Back in.
They're
Just
already
waiting
in.
for
They
the
just gotta
ball
hold
around.
Boston in the back
They are
here.
putting the hurt back on Boston.
Great job from Yuli, just staying alive behind, waiting for the rest of the team to follow through. Asim could do it.
Oh!
From the native.
Oh! Asim!
Asim! Toronto go crazy. London Royal Ravens back into this one. Boston pinned back into spawn.
He
And now
put them all
Boston have
4
to break
down
it.
by himself.
The Ravens cross the 200-point mark. Incoming
Oh,
cruise
big
will
Wick with the
They're
cruise.
going to be at the hill, but Nasty and Scratch the AR. They're holding it down. Nasty will find his second.
3 down.
See the dead silence. He's
They
on the
may
fourth
take the
He's
lead
gonna
again.
find Beans, and Beans will fall as well. The Ravens have the advantage. They have the P1, but they have to lock Boston out.
Oh, they didn't read the spawn coming in over towards the stable side, and all of a sudden Boston have cracked their way out. The London crowd.
2 down for Vivid, who's on P1.
Though. Can Ravens find a break back through? Boston.
About 20 seconds for the win
20
here.
seconds to go for Boston Breach to take map number 1. Royal Ravens in touching distance.
And now they go for the contest. Nasty, the superhero, gets his point back into this. Boston are feeling the pressure.
London
of
can
a
win on
Ravens
this hill.
resurgence back into this. The Ravens can win it here, but they must lock the door. They must
have
lock
to
the
be
gate.
perfect here.
They must build the wall as high as they can. They are
Oh,
waiting.
2 down.
They are killing, and they
3
are
down.
thrilling the crowd in Toronto.
Only one
Ravens,
left is
a
Beans.
10 hardpoint loss.
Yuli just got him.
On the cusp of this hardpoint.
Oh, wow.
All the kills
One
are
spawned
falling
out.
right now. Boston
Big
are
Wake
set up for
spawned
P2.
out.
They need to worry about P1 almost imminently. Awakening's on the flank and even want to find
Wow.
something. He's
8
right.
seconds.
London are running it up.
London.
And with 10 seconds to destiny, here come the Ravens. The
This is
curse,
it.
The streak is broken. The Ravens will not go quietly out of the CDL.
Wow, London gonna take map 1 against Boston. What an insane map. As London came out to play here, and Boston may have come out a little flat against them. What a great map 1 there for London to really come out swinging hot. Let's check out the scoreboard. Big Wake was 29 and 22. Beans was 27 and 23. But Nasty 31 and 25. Asim came back from a pretty slow start to end 27 and 24. Very, very, very nice. First map out of London. Looks like we got a map 2. Here's the fourth.
This one, Boston 5 and 4. There is not much to split between them when it does come down to the statistics. It's a difficult one to call, but Boston have not played this one with Kremp at all. I wonder if they've been coming into this thinking, okay, well, let's, get some reps here. You've been punished in map number 1. You cannot be punished in map number 2. You go 2-0 down. You're in big, big trouble.
Let's see. Everybody calm down. Everybody relax. S&D is a different ball game. Two teams already looking for it as well. Scraps has had to back off here, but a team will open up with the first blood. They will have control of the site. Boston playing an aggressive position, though. Will be looking for the retake.
Retake is going to be harder when there's only 2 of you. London Royal Ravens with Yuli are 2-0 on this map. Looking good so far. Kremp over towards the top art side is going to start to cause issue. London yet to go for the plant, not feeling too secure. Yuli is there now to cover. All eyes are turned towards Art. And now Awakening, all eyes will be turned towards him. He's going to back on down. Here comes the Chal. It's a clean round number 1 for London.
Lots of confidence.
And this is it. London feeling the morale, the high that they need to move forward.
Something happened with
Don't
Scraps.
ever underestimate Boston.
They're looking at
It is
him.
a long series still stretching ahead of us. And London get that first round on the S&D.
Small game issue. I believe Oppose coming on through. We'll be jumping back in very, very shortly.
Yeah, they were all looking
Boston
at
breaching that one.
Scraps.
Won't want to see another round like that. Looking over towards it, I think there is actually an issue. Are we posting it up? I'm not too sure. We'll find out what's going on.
Here, I got you. Don't worry, you guys don't have
Shaky
to pause
start,
here.
can't give those first bloods up.
I believe London's still going to have that round win.
They certainly are, so keep that. If you have to write on your screen or something, get a notepad, remind yourself. London currently up 1-0, and a team.
They'll put it up on
first
the...
blood. Nasty will get his second as well. This round has kicked off fast and aggressive, down to a 2 versus 2
already.
Teams just headbutt in the middle of the map.
Yeah, it was one of those where they kind of just meet in the middle. Seeing obviously a push from Boston coming over towards the B side. London see what's going on. The kills get traded. A fast and furious start is now lulled into a tense moment between Scraps, Yuli, Kremp and Beans. Now what's the play got to be here? Because for London, you probably don't know that the bomb is all the way over towards this side, but do you? You know the push was coming over towards the B side. Is this something to work on? Boston breach though. We'll have to recover that. It's not in a good spot. Yuli's watching the cross, so they must know about this. Kremp is going to try and go for it. And Yuli backs down.
They've caught it as well. Kremp will scoop and run though. Got out of there. It is now a dangerous moment. Scraps is going to be the one to call. He's seen the information, but everything's gone around as well. Gets that blood. And there will be Beans.
1v1.
It's a 1 versus 1, but only
Yuli.
goes for the Chow. That's
Good
2-0
1v1.
for the Ravens.
And Beans has kind of got no other opportunity than to challenge something. It's a 1v2, get rid of one of them where you know he is as soon as you can, and Yuli flies around the corner. It's 2 for him in the round and cleaning up the most important one. 2-0 now for the London Royal Ravens. Those first bloods have been impactful. Of course, they get the one there. It was from Asim with the SMG. They got the one in the first round as well before the reset.
Coming out hot.
2 to the good now. What's the play now for Boston? They need to lock back in. And honestly, it felt like since that reset against Rocker yesterday, they have not been the same. It's been tough for them. Now it's Ravens' turn to attack. A slow and steady push over towards the A side, fueling the round out.
Already trying to stay alive. Asim takes a little bit of damage, but should be able to get his health back and stay alive for this one. Boston again being aggressive on their defense. And for London, they have to figure out this puzzle. They have lost a little bit of map control, and there's a chow go through. A double chow for London gets them the blood.
And honestly, I was a little bit worried for them there. They had to be back down because the challenge bottom out, not working out in their favor. And now the double chow comes around again. They're just hunting
Wow.
the packs. Asim and Yuli
Great
taking
double
down
chow.
Boston members one by one. Beans and Awakening now left in the 2 versus 4. It's been all London so far.
And there's another kill, and Beans, the last alive, will find one. A 1 versus 4 here for Boston. Is there anything he can do with this bomb down? He will have to find gunfights that favor him. He will have to take them one at a time. And he's more than a little luck.
It's going to be a difficult one. Goes towards the back. Another kill for Yuli. That's 5 in a row from him.
London.
And just wonderful work by him and Asim in the middle of the map. They know that the push comes in from Boston. They have to take a step back. They don't feel comfortable going for these sort of challenges. You're on attack. You want to just try and keep things steady. We're trying to find a pick. Boston then get a bit of map
Yuli,
control
5-0
on top
start.
and bottom art. And Asim and Yuli just said, well, okay, let's kill them then. Let's move together. Here's number 1. Yuli goes round, as does Asim. Kremp goes for the Chal. Uli is right there for it. And here they go again. It's a carbon copy. And Yuli is there to snap onto Vivid, and that was pretty much the round. Nicely done from the Ravens, 3 to the good.
And funny enough, one of the criticisms of the Ravens
Shot
in the
around
past has
his
been
teammate, too.
untradeable positions. Turns out if you just stick on the hip of your teammate, it's always tradable. And the double chows have worked out for the Boston, though, looking for an A push. Ravens are here, though.
Actually 3-0.
Uli gets another one. That's going to be his cruise missile, but he will fall. Down to 3 versus 3.
Small silver lining if London can't find this round, but with the way that these boys are shooting right now, you wouldn't put it past them. A 3 versus 2 Boston have not quite arrived in this series just yet. Asim in a dangerous position. Vivid now falls as well, and they are just playing together so well. Beans once again left all alone against 3 members of Ravens. He's just going to get closed down by Asim. Scraps will be there for the trade. Another round to the Ravens.
4-0.
4-0 on the S&D. Trying to go for it, Scraps. A few pull-ups, there we go.
He's looking at better. Nicky must have been doing some pull-ups in the off-season. He came back, I thought it was Wuskins.
I could do with his workout routine, I tell you. I could do 0 of these. But for the Ravens, jubilation. The series isn't over, but this is not what we expected. Nobody expected this.
No.
We haven't got to shout and be biased about London whatsoever this year, have we? This is quite interesting. A very solid search and destroy so far, though. I mean, the First Bloods have been there every single round. 4-0 in First Bloods, 4-0 in the round. And Boston, you are staring down the barrel right now.
Yeah.
Let's not count our chickens before they hatch. Still a lot of COD to be played. Asim, another First Blood.
Wow.
And there's the second. Boston has got
2v4.
nothing so far, but Vivid will find Nasty in the window. Timing
Vivid
on
gets
point.
1, though.
Yeah, and the London Royal Ravens getting very aggressive, liking to play these kills at this moment in time. Maybe they'll get caught out on transition. Vivid up top, the last to fall. It's flawless from the Ravens so far, and Boston have got 0 answer. First blood after first blood after first blood. It's just so hard for them to deal with. They're swarming together. They're not even really playing the objective at this stage. Just playing the packs, find the kills, find the rounds, and, well, potentially find an upset. 5-0 to London Royal Ravens.
One more round. One more round for London.
They need
and they
Zinni,
go
he
2-0
says.
up in this series. Let's
Oh
find
my
out.
God.
It has been all about the First Bloods. It has been all
Damn
about the
it.
dominance.
That
What
is
is this
so
from London?
fucking crazy.
Big setup over towards the B side, maybe expecting something there from Boston. But there we go, the streak coming in, but it's not going to be there in time to stop this bomb going down. Exit kills potentially flying in quickly. Not going to happen. Beans trophy down, and all of a sudden London in a bit of a sparing position, but Beans is going to get caught out on exit. First blood again. Seam has just been working wonders. Nasty will get the second.
Another 2v4. This could be it.
Boston,
this would be a full sweep.
They are panicking. They are about to be flawless, but Awakening will find one. Kremp will bring it back to a 2 versus 2.
Though.
It's not last, but Uli will find
Uli
it.
gets one.
1 versus 2 now for Kremp to keep them in the S&D. Time on his side. The players are not though, and that, my friend, is a
oh, he got him just in time.
It's not the ninja. It's
not
the timing. Boston
Crap, got him off the bomb, literally just in time.
Reload on what happened.
By the hairs on their chinny chin, they just about surviving the search and destroy. It's a 2 versus 4, by the way.
We tried not to give that ninja away so hard as well. We were like, yep, say nothing, do nothing.
Look at that. Oh my God.
Will Boston hold on.
It was so close.
Oh, I thought it was done.
I tell you what. That is as close as it's going to get. As close as it's going to get. That'll be less than 0.1 of a second. It had to be. So close, but back into it again. Royal
Honestly, you got a body block for him at that
this time
point.
around, they do not get the round, though. It would still take a full sail from Boston Breach to bring this one back. It was the setup over towards B. Didn't work out for Ravens this time around.
Big Wake only
Boston,
with 1 kill.
Very, very passive. Happy to give up the site control. What do London Royal Ravens do with it?
They're going for site control. Nades flying out from London there, trying to keep them away from him as well. That will be bombed down. Boston
bombs down.
Right here,
Big Wake gets 1 though.
At the same time. Asim
but Asim gets 1 and 2.
2 for Asim. They are running into chaos, but Vivid will get the blood.
But they made it a 2v2.
London are off the side. Boston will take control.
Awakening on this heady is going to be a difficult thing for Nasty to deal with. Now starting to get pushed, needs some help up from Scraps as soon as he can. Vivid will take him down. Is it another 2 versus 4? Scraps left on his own, 20 seconds to go.
And Scraps has to play his life and play the bomb as well. Double checking it, he flies out, there's nobody on the point though, and Awakening will get it.
Boston.
It's another retake from Boston.
Gets another round.
And I don't really understand what goes on for London there. Nasty towards the back, he's on bomb overwatch. And there is so much amount of time from when he spots the players on Boston to then when he doesn't get the backup. He's got to be screaming at Scraps, I need help, I need help, I need help. Scraps is on the other side of the map, waiting for the push to maybe come through over towards the top outside. The comms don't come through in time. Goes to check the bomb defusal. Awakening is already there and waiting. It's another round for Boston just to add to the nerves of the Royal Ravens. They're still 5-2 up and still in the driving seat here. But you keep leaking these rounds, things will get scary. Another 2 versus 4 from Boston.
Well, they are finding it. Let's see. For London, set out once again. They just need a round to cross the line here for Boston. A full sail is the only way to win. Asim has been the first blood master so far. And both teams playing this tentative.
I think both teams know exactly what's going on now. It's actually turning into a game of search and destroy. Ravens were kind of just running through it. Unresponsive Boston. And all of a sudden, Boston have woken up. It's taken 2 versus 4s to get them to this stage. Nade's been sent out, information gained, Asim. It is another first blood. Add to the count, it's now 4.
That man's has been first blood king.
Oh my goodness, he got out. Vivid has allowed him to escape, and oh no, he's caught him. The read from Vivid, bringing it back. He will fall to Nasty though. London in a commanding position again.
I don't think they would have expected Nasty over towards that B-side. Uli is very much expected to be there though. Awakening in the middle of the map. It's going to clean up 2. Scratches there to watch the cross.
Nasty, 1v1.
Nasty can find his second of the round. It's now 1 versus 1 between him and Beans.
Nasty Dead Silence is wearing away. Beans does not have it. He has a trophy. This will come down to an AR fight. And now both of these players are going to work out the information. Where is Beans? Where is Nasty? What do I do? What do I check? Nasty checking inside. Beans checking the back.
So not expected. He hasn't pushed from double doors at all. He's got no information. Does he know where he is? Beans has played this like an absolute
That's
fiddle.
a nasty angle.
It's 3 rounds in a row now for Boston Breach. And things are getting a little bit more scary.
They're giving him the booze.
The crowd is not a fan.
And that's all on Awakening. He finds that moment in the middle of the map. I don't know if anybody was watching the crossover over towards P1, towards the vans. He finds a way through there. Yuli's already been back down from the site, very, very weak. So that second kill is kind of non-consequential for him to find after he finds the first one onto Scraps. Yuli and Asim are trying their hardest in this one. 5-3 now.
London still only need one more round.
And now for Boston, you can't lose another first blood. You have fought your way back into this S&D. And they are stacked, ready for a retake as well, Ton.
It's a play here now for Ravens. They're waiting for something to happen. They were playing with freedom, playing with bravery throughout those first 5 rounds, and that has just been seeping away from them round after round after round. But look at this push over towards the B side. It's another first blood for London. They're starting to get moving, but Boston reposition, watching the crosses. Kremp, but can't find Scraps. Still advantage towards London, but how many times did they have it? Vivid now starting to find players. He's on the hunt. Scraps gets around the right time. It's
2v4 again.
And now they just have to convert. They've got Awakening
But now
as
it's
well.
just a 1v4 for Kremp. This could be it for Boston in this search match.
Is his only chance in this S&D. Trying to find Scraps. Has found him. The rest of the Ravens to the rescue.
Gets one.
Kremp still staying alive, but he's being beaten back at P1 and he falls. And the Ravens take the lead 2-0 in the series. They have found a home in Toronto.
I like that.
The crowd fully in their favor.
The crowd wants a London Royal Ravens win. Can they pull it off here in the control as they go up 2-0 over Boston Breach? What a great map number 2 from London also, as they went up fast and didn't. They gave up a few rounds to Boston there in the middle, but you know, a total 6-3. This isn't the total score because they had one round that wasn't counted, but 9-3 still for Yuli and 8-5 still for Nasty. Nice map number 2 there for London. Can they close it out in a game that we did not see coming? Why are they showing them?
Letting them know that they're here to play.
Just want to prove them far.
Why do they got it from the observer's point of view?
Force here
So
as they
weird.
find themselves
Hotel
staring
control.
down the barrel of a top 12 placement after so much promise with this new roster. They may fall 3-0 down to London, but they need to look better now.
Be right back.
Can they turn it around?
We will see. This does not favour London, but neither did the series. So we will have to find out. Typically Boston Breach, they do a very good job on this map as well. London though, looking to just hold them down and begin with. Already Boston towards B.
A bit of an opening here for Boston. 3-1 wins in their last 4. Sightings over towards the hotel control side of things. They aren't going to be cleared off the point though in London. Will start to spread their wings just a little bit. Nobody from London over towards the A side. Very much concentrating on what's going on over towards B. Now Boston can start to squeeze from the middle of the map. Awakening will deal with the players who are inevitably going to try and get that bedroom control. It's a bit of an overcommit from London over towards the B side. Yeah, now just being out-juked a little bit, but Nasty is here. Easy kills coming on through. It's only Kremp who's left for momentarily the Boston Breach.
London focusing every bit of effort they can onto B, but losing a few kills. They've got players going around the back as well with Kremp. Awakening will find a seam. And this might be a misstep from London. They've got to be careful here. They do have Elite who will find the first kill here. Going to be the player they need to be as he finds his second. Boston, though, still have urgency and agency over towards this B point.
Yeah, they've never really relented from the pressure that they started to put on at the beginning of the round. London Royal Ravens have been trying to answer that call every single time. It's not looking like they're going to be able to here. The second tick now in. London in no position to stop this, or are they? Yuli will find one. They have to move fast here, Bryce.
Seam is waiting for his life to come back as well. And he's his chow. It's a big one. Manages to get it. They do stop the B going down, but Awakening is going to work. The damage might have already been done. Boston will go to A. They will extend the time. And London, they were looking to maybe bleed Boston on B. It hasn't worked out for them so far.
over towards their side. Boston starting to get some things going. Looking like this one is going to go over towards them. Bryce, 21 seconds. They've got to make a count. London not overcommitting. They will happily just lock down B. And that's where this will be decided. Boston get a hold of it, and we'll continue on.
This is where it gets tricky for London. They need to make sure they are okay. 15 lives to 14, a minute on the clock. London will have to hold everything here. Really in a good position. Awakening caught it correctly, but not gone for it. Already what they want to do is try and get a little bit more bedroom control. They are spread.
Team just predicting the flank to come through, but doesn't read the chal. Beans will find it. This is looking like an attacking round going over towards Boston side. Scraps will find one, but here comes the pressure. London, are they in a position to answer this?
I don't think they are. It's just ticking away too fast for them as well. Nasty will find Vivid, but they have to get the play off the point. Beans laying down and staying alive, and somehow London pull it out of the fire. Craig's going to try and get his one back through as well, but Uli will get the trade. It is a knife edge. It is a hair's breadth. Vivid will dive back onto the point. London did not clear. And this should be done.
Starting to force out just a little bit too early. Beans will find one, and Boston will find the round. One of the first times they've really found themselves in the lead for quite some time. It's a big round from Awakening, sitting at 12-3, dominating Hotel. And it was just, London never really had control, did they? It was pretty much dominant from the word go from Boston over towards the B side. London in no man's land on multiple occasions. Last in control for a very good reason. Boston Breach very much first on form at this moment in time. A good example of that just there.
Yeah, big wake came through. London were hoping to bleed Boston on B. That's the usual strategy. Boston continually put the pressure on, never letting B go. And the fact that Awakening was dropping London like flies allowed them to get tick after tick. It just meant that London could not hold, but Boston doing a good job here on the control so far.
Starts to the attack though for the Royal Ravens, but it's always a little bit more difficult with this push over towards B when you are the second team to do so. Awakening is just slaying absolutely everybody that comes into his eye line. It's 7 in a row for Gigawake. And now with the cruise missile as well, more hurt potentially onto London. The team will eventually find the gunfight, and they will maybe start to make some inroads over towards this A side. Boston happy to have soaked up that pressure over towards B. The kills are even. Vivid should be traded. Doesn't even find one. Now Awakening again is here and the only one doing anything for Boston right now over towards A side. But eventually London find a way through.
Yeah, quick break between maps 2 and 3, and Awakening has woken up. They are putting the head onto them. They are favoured in this game mode quite significantly against London. There's still a long way to go though. Slowly ticking forward for London. Boston will probably let it go.
It's down to whether or not they find the kills, maybe on the exit. Are they looking for anything else? A minute and 40 seconds now on the clock as London add to it. Stick in the face from Crampy will get taken down. So have they been overzealous here? Or is Awakening going to start to slay out once again? The trade should surely be here onto Awakening. And London starting to make some inroads, but it's Beans towards the back side to get the cutoff through mid. And now back down over towards the bedroom side. And London still with plenty of work to do here.
Trying to find Beans, trying to get him out of that back line. Haven't found him quite yet. Vivid will be the last player left in bedroom control here for Boston.
And I think Beans there just over challenge, just stay alive over towards the bedroom side. No need to try and find these kills. Now all of a sudden Vivid is left all on his own. Pressure being put on Beans with a crucial kill onto Nasty, but that's bedroom cleared up for Ravens now. Everything you need for a bit of success on Hotel control is starting to fall into place. The team staying alive here will be another crucial part of that.
Seam does not want to go down. He wants to give his teammates the opportunity, make Boston shoot different directions. Awakening, no, he's not going to find it. Oh my goodness, Asim! He finds the gap, he finds the opportunity. Vivid stands before them though. They know they have to look for him. They know they have to find him. Vivid could be the hero Boston needs.
He's starting to stay alive because Awakening calling this one in. Beans will find 2 on the exit as well. They start to force towards him, and all the good work that London has done has completely eradicated. Vivid just even staying alive on this side of things slowed them down. 25 seconds or so to go now for Ravens to try and find an attacking round here on Hotel control.
They're actually leaving him. And now Boston, they have to hold one more time, but Scraps to go through with the first blood. It's still not good for London. They have to clear their lines as well. Only Nasty will find it though. And only Awakening can hold the fort down for them, but he is found it. Kill him to a seam. That gun is shooting in every direction at every London player. Awakening over and over again.
Big wake. 20 and 8.
Boston beat back London Awakening.
They only have 7
It's all
lives
Awakening,
left. Well,
20
that's 7
and
seconds.
8. It is 3 kills to just farm them away. Naseem and Co didn't clear them out. They don't get the round. Boston 2 to the good. But you can't let that happen.
Get 2
In that
rounds
situation, he's
up
the
in
only
control.
one left towards Bart. They tried to sit tight. Naseem tries to go further towards the spawn. He wants to try and cause some issue over towards the Spark side. Doesn't expect Awakening to be looking that way. Finds 1, 2, and 3. The reinforcements then follow. Boston Bridge clear them off the point. A huge opportunity for London, though. There was very much a world in where they tied things up here. But not for Awakening. Sitting at a serious amount of kills. Here we go. Aseem gets caught going on the cross. Nasty gets gunned. And Scraps and Yuli are just sitting there saying, God damn, help me.
And that's crazy. 20 and 8, 2 rounds. Awakening absolutely destroying London's hope of closing this in a 3-0. They will take that first bit of pressure. Boston, though, make no mistakes, are sitting firmly in the driving seat of this control.
Push over towards A is inevitable for Boston Breach. It'll start to fly through for London, though, so Boston will absolutely, inevitably end up over towards this A side. Kitchen Spawn's coming in because Royal Ravens pushing over towards the bedroom side is going to allow Boston just that easier route through. Do London challenge this heavily, or do you just find a couple of picks and see what you can do? Awakening with a bit of an overchild here. Now London may well kick into gear. They find 2 of their own. Beans and Vivid are sitting here waiting, but London defending well so far.
And that'll be it. Will London reach out now onto A? Time is ticking. Choices have to be made. Aseem will find one, but London do not have the bodies here for a retake. All they can find is kills on the exit. They will let A go. That will reset that clock. Give us an extra minute in this. 1 minute 52 on the clock.
Lives on their side. Time, not too bad. So Royal
But
Ravens,
Boston
this
now
is
have
not
a
done
minute
yet.
47 to
Find this defensive
close
round.
this out
There was
here
some
by getting
promise in
B.
that attack. There was some moments here and there where they could have closed it. This could be 1-1, so they won't be too deterred right now. Awakening still continuing his reign of terror on Hotel so far. Pick up from Scraps over towards the bedroom sides. Staying alive is important. The team will find one at the Beans, clearing out the flank, who still has more members of Boston Breach in it. Kremp alongside Awakening here, trying to find an inroad towards the Spar side. Nasty has to go big. We'll find one. Don't know if the call out would have been there. That a second is there. Boston Breach still just trying to pick their way through London.
And now for Awakening. Continues a reign of terror. The kaiju that London must slay to try and stop Boston here. As now they are spawning out. Boston have all the opportunity. They have everything locked in their favor. Nasty will find that kill still. A breathe, a breath here for London as they manage to get this back, but it's still Awakening alive.
Just somebody you have to deal with. You just have to deal with it.
Damn.
It's 24 and 10 from Awakening. London are dealing with the rest of Boston, no problem. But this man, while he can be stopped eventually by Aseem. Kremp with a little bit of control over towards the bedroom side. Ravens up in lives, in a good position for the round. Can they close it out to continue this control? It's looking good so far.
Honestly, for Boston, just form a flying wedge behind Awakening. That's got to be what you're going to do. Just tuck him behind him and let him go to work. Unstoppable. But with 22 seconds, it is the last roll for Boston on this push on their attack.
I love this from Aseem. He's just going to go behind on the catwalk. Anybody pushing over towards the bedroom or mid is dead. London Royal Ravens looking good for this one. Vivid can find a kill over towards the backside. Awakening is with him, but this one should be done. The only one close enough for Awakening. Well, Awakening. Boston is Awakening. Can they find a road through? It's looking like no, and the answer is no. London Royal Ravens just about hold on.
And you can mop your brow.
The hope for the 3-0 is still
you can take that
alive.
deep breath in your chest because everybody was holding it. As soon as you see Awakening on the map and still alive.
I wasn't worried.
You should have been. It is an unbelievable performance. 25 and 12 heading into the 4th round. 22 untraded kills.
Hell of a stat line, but he needs the rest of his team to be there with him. Look at Aseem on the other side, is finding as many interactions. Yes, okay. Hasn't necessarily been as good as Awakening's 25 and 12. But the outlier for me here is Vivid, sitting at 12 and 22. Starting to run out of lives, getting himself in position to try and do something. He's trying to make things work for Boston, but not quite working out. His team are still in the lead, though. But bear in mind, Ravens, as mentioned, did have the opportunities. They may get one here towards the beginning of round number 4. Over towards the B side, a little bit of control, and a little bit of objective being done by Aseem right now.
They're waiting for it. You can see London trying to get into position here, but they can't find the kill. They find 3. They've got it. Only Beans can hold them back now. They're looking at him. They're looking for him. Beans will find that first kill. He slows London down just a tad. As they hunt for him, Beans will find the second. Asim will get him with a nade. It slows down this tick onto B. The second one will be in for London. For this position, they cannot hold.
That was a kill streak coming in for Scrap, sorry. Manages to get a hold of Cruise Missile. So that will help London out, but they've made a big dent in B there. 2 ticks go over towards them. May well just default back over towards the A side, but the pressure over towards B is still there for them. Boston haven't been able to get past the 50-yard line, and Yuli will just be annoying here. Wait for the rest of the team to find a way through. That B tick starting to come through again.
And then they're waiting. It's already halfway through. Darcy's going to go and get beat at the same time. But Asim will get him. And they're on the point. Boston are going to be close. They're going to have to go to A.
This is a big kill. This is a big kill. If they can take down Awakening, they're absolutely laughing over towards the kitchen side. Oh, he did see him, but he didn't expect him to find the push. And now all of a sudden, Boston are here in numbers, but as is Yuli. Needs some help for the rest of the team. But is the damage already done? Ravens up in lives. Ravens have a hold of B as well. It's their round to lose once again.
They just need to find the kills. Krembo will find 2. Kitchen is shut down today. There'll be no meal for you.
No meal plans.
And London will have to regain. They will have to approach this properly and figure out a way through the entire Boston lineup.
That life advantage that they did have is completely gone.
London has to capture A or else this one's over.
Pick their way through. It's good shots from Yuli, but not good enough, and Beans will find the kill. Nasty on the flank. Is he going to be the catalyst? London Royal Ravens a little bit 1-by-1 now. Did they get the call out and Nasty? No, they didn't. He's still alive, kicking over towards the dual side. Kill for Scraps as well. Potential opportunity here for Ravens.
This is it. It rests on Awakening. He's in the point. He's the only one here, and he finds the first. The hero Boston need will fall eventually. London are in. They have the point. This is a difficult retake now for Boston.
Big kill in kitchen. Vivid finds it onto Asim. So what was looking good for London Royal Ravens now just try and keep some sort of control. You're not going to be able to capture the point. And Yuli getting through is best case scenario in that position that they were in. Boston with a hellish retake.
Time is ticking away from them. Asim breaks back in the point. He pulls the clock. Only finds a kill as well. These next 2 matter. Only finds another one. Only Vivid alive. Only Vivid can stop them here. And they're going to find him as well. It's been called, but Nasty will need him off the point. London have to stop the clock. They're not on it.
They've got to get on it, and the rest of Boston are now on their way. They spent so much time searching for Vivid. Even called a cruise missile in at just the wrong time. Kills starting to come through for Boston. Kremp finds one. It seems there to answer back. It's his last chance to loot for London on the map. Kremp will find one back. They still have a chance here.
4v4, no more respawns.
4v4, it's team deathmatch. Nasty flies in, finds it. Vivid will get his trade as well. Beans will find one more. Beans will find 2. And it falls to Asim. Nothing left for London. Boston Breach take the control.
Are going to take map 3 on the back of Big Wake. Big Wake was absolutely frying. Listen to those boos.
They will be upset with that.
I'd love to get an insight in the comms there. They find 3, and I don't know if Scrap is popped the cruise missile.
Wow. But Boston able to take the control. Not surprising, as London kind of struggled at that all year. Whoa, what happened here? Doesn't look like we're going to get a post-game scoreboard. We got something else instead. I don't know what that was. There it was. We put it way later. But Big Wake was 30-19. That's what... And the scene was 32-29, so... Good maps out of both of them. But Boston gonna have to clutch up in map 4 to keep this one going. Can they keep it rolling here?
Around London, is it real, or have Boston Breach finally shrugged off the fog that has been clouding their gameplay? We will find out.
Looking over towards this one, Boston sitting at a 6-4 record. They'd be feeling confident against London's 2-3. London with the #1 rotation percentage, that's going to be an important one, but I mean, they just haven't played this map that much. Boston will be feeling woefully confident into this to force them out number 5, Royal Ravens, though. Can you have a good start? Can you find another shock in the half point to kick things off? P2 control is almost there for them. They're going to have to fight over it, over towards the PD side, but Vivid beaming 2. It's a nice start for Boston. Rotation starting to come in for them, looking good so far.
And by the fact that they're BT2 already, London looking to bring
Scraps
P1 for
already
all it's
there.
worth.
So
They are over
London
towards P2, but you can see
on a
Boston
good
are stacking it.
rotation
They are
already.
ready for this as well.
Big kill over towards the backside.
But they
Yuli
have
will
like a
find it.
pinch going.
It's an SMG in hand. That is one
Scramp
that's going to
is
get on
behind
that
him.
kill. Needs his ARs over towards that side to help with this pressure that Boston are now going to start putting it over towards the back PD. Kill starting to come through. Beans, Cramp doing well. Break will be there for
Boston with
Boston.
that break on
As the
P2
timer just
already.
ticks on over towards
Hadn't even
P2.
popped
London
yet.
not too bad of a position to try and break back, but it's too easy for Boston through PD.
Yeah, they currently hold all the angles they need. A single fine Vivid though. Beans coming under pressure. He's going to fall as well. London
Nice
break
break
back
from
into
London.
P2 in
The
the
only
lead,
one left
in
there
charge.
is Big Wake.
Awakening could be a difference maker. Finds the first, looking for the second on the scraps. Won't get it eventually. The kills fall to London.
Big kills fall into London with 35 seconds remaining as well. Do they watch the cross or do they rotate over towards P3? The cross is the option they've gone for. Just trying to get a bit of control over towards the tennis side. Yuli will find the kill on the Vivid because that's where Boston want to be as
Scraps
well.
6 and 1 on a
Rotation
4.
will start to come through in around 20 seconds or so. They're just trying to help the teammates out, but
One
Scraps
away
doesn't
from a
need it.
cruise.
5 in a row for Manny Marshall now. He will fall on his sword now. Awakening and Vivid will find a couple on this rotation coming through, but it's a really good time for Royal Ravens. It's going to be about a 40-point lead by the time we get over towards P3.
Steve is trying to find his way through, but he has been caught. Has to now play his life and wait for London
numbers.
to go through, but they do have the numbers, Tony. You are correct. Uli will be in this point. Pressure for London.
Prep was there ready and waiting up. Knows the pressure was going to be coming towards the
Ooh,
backside.
that hurt.
He will get taken down, but Yuli needs some help from the rest of his team, spawning up towards the PD side. Overwatch is going to be into play. Gets dealt with was Beans, who's over towards the backside, and all of a sudden Awakening is left on his own. The break percentage for Boston Breach is very, very high. Not going to be able to find it this time, though. Rotation there for London once again.
And they're in a great position. They now have to deal with Nasty. London have managed to go from P2 to P3 in amazing fashion. Prep going to fly out towards this one as well, but Nasty will deal with it. They're going for the last hurrah. You can see Boston are going to push this. Scraps will have to deflect this pressure by himself, and he does so. 10 and 2 now.
Wonderful play from Royal
Wow.
Ravens. Honestly, the
Scraps
setup over towards
on
top
one.
PD is what makes this tick so beautifully. Are they going to get the scrap as well? Asim will find 2, but will fall. It's now about the rotation over towards P4. Yuli is here. They need somebody up top to deal with the players of Boston. Beans is going to find one at the scraps, and all of a sudden, Yuli's left all on his own. Boston Breach will find a break, will
I
find
don't
the
know if I would've
rotation.
left that area.
Find themselves
but
60 points behind.
And now for Boston, perfect opportunity. You are behind by 60 points. You can find it here on this. They have it fully locked in. London are not even making this chaotic yet. It is a hard break for them.
The longer they take,
the back.
the more time Boston had to set
2
it
down.
up. Asim, Yuli will find 2. Where's the spawn's going to come in from Boston? I'd imagine it's not going to be close. It isn't. Let's see. London Royal Ravens, your opportunity for a break to coming through, but Crump says
2 for
absolutely not. Awakening alongside him is the only one.
Nasty gets 2 though.
With the 2 himself. Spawns are here for London, but Boston Breach still here in numbers.
They're now getting chaotic. They're now fighting for every single thing for it. As Vivid goes to work and holds it down. Boston take all that London pressure and throw it away. The rotation is now upon us. London are here, but so are Boston. These first few kills will matter.
Awakening hold it down, just really nice break, good patience from Boston. Just did enough to slow down Royal Ravens on that retake. Over towards P4, do a brilliant job of staying alive, and they do it now inside of Kitchen. Scraps trying to put the pressure on from PD side. Anyone from London can find a kill in the middle of the map. Scraps will start to go, but Awakening may just put the pressure on, but Scraps finds him. Rest of London finding a way through. Nice break all off the back of Scraps and Nasty. They find a way in and back into the lead.
Back in this kitchen hill.
Going down through, and he's trying to find him, but unfortunately 2 players there for him. London
have
doing a
about a
great job.
20-point
Boston will now
lead
have to break
and
back
growing.
into this point. They've done a great job to narrow this lead down by as much as they have. For this game, it will be back and forth for the majority of it. These teams know what they are doing.
Boston swarming it for the final 25 seconds. They will manage to get a hold of it. Players on the outside just trying to hold it down, get caught napping, but here they come. Asim was watching the cross. He said, right, I'll do it myself. 2 kills for him. Big break for London. Healthy little lead heading into the second rotation of hills. They'll be buoyed by this performance so far. Boston Breach are very much here, though. For me, you know, looking towards it, Scraps is having a really good performance. 12 and 6. It's not something we've seen too much out of him. If he can play like this, the rest of the team will be there alongside of him. Looking over towards P1 and P2, though. London probably in a better position and in the lead.
Beans going to try and deflect this pressure off P1. They know he's here, though. Nade's ready onto his parade. And for London, it's about bleeding a bit of time when we look for P2. Right now, they're doing a great job of making Boston give them so much time on P1.
Boston very much concentrating on the P2 rotation. London like, yeah, no doubt. That's fine. Thank you very much. We will continue to take time. This is a big soak from London, by the way. Around 20 seconds of that 30 that has been on offer to P1 goes over to London. Uncontested. Starting to get kills over towards the P2 side as well.
London with a good 50-60 point lead here.
Floundering at the moment, Bryce.
Boston have sold everything for this P2. They've given away a lot of time on P1. They must now convert it. They must hold back London from this point. As London continue to soak P1, they're not too worried. They've got players inside. Uli is there at P2 to play spoiler.
Kreb staying in this position as well is wonderful for Boston. Stop that Overwatch from the car park side, but Uli is there, and Uli will find a kill. Awakening is the only one who can answer back for the kills over towards the P3 side, over towards the car park side. Working out for London. But they have to deal with Gigawack. It's always a horrible, horrible prospect. Nasty and Co now just trying to find a break, and it's all
down
through
London.
the front door. London Royal Ravens. Take a breath, everybody. It's about a 70 to 80 point lead at this moment in time, and growing.
Awakening was live so long at the back of P2, but nothing came to his rescue. There was no superheroes for him back there. London took control, and they have continued to have it. This is getting out of control. P3, a must now for Boston.
Boston find the break, but they had to find that break. And now have they maybe given up some control over towards P3? That's not what Beans wanted to do. Drops down low. And will now have to try and help his team from this angle as well. Asim and Uli finding the kills on transition. It is an 80-point lead for the side of the Royal Ravens. But Beans finds a break. Not good enough, though, to pick up this time. Need to get in the hill, though, if you are the Ravens. Nasty just happy to lock this one down. Grenades are raining on through. No time for Royal Ravens over this last 10.
They are just trying to hold it down, and they are getting the kills again. Nasty knows that they're coming from every direction, but they have reinforcements.
Down.
Here. London in P3, they have burnt 20 seconds, but they have held Boston away. Nades rain like confetti on this point, but Boston eventually get the break they needed. Only 27 seconds left to go. London did not go for time there. They just held Boston away.
They needed a trophy. None of the SMGs wanted to get on there. No trophies down. No position where they can get into, where they're not going to get wiped out by the players from Boston over towards the car park side. Look, they will be the more beneficiary from that. The longer this game goes on, the more you keep this lead. Irrelevant to what happens, you take the small wins. The London Royal Ravens could have been taking a big one there. They could have been breaking 200 quite feasibly. Kreb now up top will get dealt with by Asim. Rotation is here for London again. Rotation's been the name of the game for them, and they've been the ones running up these
Boston
points.
Could
200
be
point mark
going home after this. Vivid with a team kill.
Need this. They need every bit of passion
Kreb
they've
gets
got.
2.
Kreb will find 2. The rest of the Boston are
Kreb finds 3.
Kreb finds his 3rd. They needed this break. They've got it. They get into the point. Unbelievable here from Boston. They have to find every single second on this point.
Oh, look at the kills now coming through for the Royal Ravens. Beans very much on toast there as Scraps will find him. 205 and rising for the Ravens. 20 seconds to go. Over towards P4. And the kills in transition are starting to fall in line for the London Royal Ravens. This is their chance. This is their moment to get their first win on LAN in the CDL season, and it's their last chance to do so.
And Boston have rotated. And London, like sharks, smell blood in the water. They are looking to sink their teeth back into Boston. And here comes the break. London are through. Boston are out of kitchen.
Oh,
and
this could be it. 20 seconds.
Now Boston have to play flawless.
They have to find a way through. Is it off the back of Awakening? You can find one through the middle, but the time keeps ticking here for London. Next set of kills.
Big Wake gets one, but Asim gets him. 9 seconds.
London hold the point.
London is gonna knock out Boston unless they can get in here. 1 second.
Stopped on that point.
It's surely locked in, though. It's only one single point needed for London. This comeback from Boston would be monumental. One single more point for London to get a hold of their first CDL win of the season. Are they going to go for it here at Kitchen? 3 seconds to go. They're going for it.
They're going for it. They're going for it. They're going to be in as well.
He got. No, he didn't. Yes, he did.
It is a phoenix that has risen from the ashes here at the major. They take flight. They break the curse. And London
Dang.
can finally weep tears of joy and not despair. Boston.
Good reception there
and
from the crowd. In support of the
Speechless.
London Royal Ravens.
Absolutely speechless. London Royal Ravens don't
Wow.
just beat Boston, they bodied them in map number 4.
Let's check out the
What an
post-game
epic-
interview. Looks like with the scene.
This is amazing.
Let's go over to the man of the moment, our Monster Energy Spotlight. It's going to be Miles with a theme.
Thank you very much, guys. Asim, I don't know where to start, mate. What a victory in front of this crowd. Your family and friends in attendance. How do you feel?
I feel like I'm on top of the world. Man, this is amazing. Thank you to all the Canadian fans. Thank you to my family. This is amazing. Bro, I can't even hear myself how loud we are.
Can't hear a thing in here, man. Congrats on a brilliant victory. Could have been a 3-0, but alas, the control had to go the way of Boston. Mate, what's been going on this season? You're not going to champs. This event, obviously, it's your last one as a team here. How does it feel to be in this sort of situation? It's obviously tough, but congrats on the win. There's a lot going on, Asim, I'd imagine, for you as a player and as an organization.
Yeah, the motto for the London team right now is just go out on a bang. Let's just show up together, like use our teamwork, and I mean that's what we came out to do. I mean obviously all year long we've been struggling, but finally like that series shows like we have the teamwork, we have the place to be in this league. You know?
Hey, absolutely. I think they agree.
Yeah, shout out to everyone here. Let's show North America why Canadians are the coolest and nicest people. And shout out to the UK fans, because London support. Let's go.
There's no topping that, Asim. Congrats again, man. Good luck in the rest of the tournament.
Appreciate it.
It's back to the desk.
All right, that's going to do it here on this episode of the Hard Carry. We got a few more games today. I don't know if I'm going to do the LAG one. We'll see. But we're definitely going to be doing the Thieves and Optic one after that. So catch you guys here in a little bit.